Here is the natural progression of a poker player. I'm losing, now I'm winning, and now I want to know what my true win rate is. So, how do you do it? Let's talk about that today. Good morning, how are we doing today? My name is James Sweeney, aka Split Suit, and today we're going to answer a question that was left in the Red Chip Poker Discord. If you're not a member already, make sure to sign up today. It's totally free. Over 5,000 players in there that are talking poker every single day. But anyway, today's question comes from Lazy Lexi, who asked the following. Random question. How many hands online is a good sample size to determine if I'm winning or not? And how many hours live is a good sample size? My thoughts are like 1,000,000 hands online and 100 hours live for a good sample. So a few thoughts spring up to mind right off the bat. First and foremost, I don't think you should call yourself Lazy Lexi, because the fact you're asking good questions means you're probably not lazy. So scratch that username. Number two is that wow, these are two totally different sample sizes. 1,000,000 hands online is, well, 1,000,000 hands. 100 hours of live is like 2,500 hands, maybe 3,000 hands. Not very many in the slightest, so very, very, very apples to oranges here. And number three is that the concepts of a good sample size and also true win rate tend to go hand in hand when people are trying to formulate this question. So as a rough, decent answer, 50,000 hands is probably the answer you're looking for. But of course, it's worth remembering that the variance in poker can be absolutely huge, so the results are in no way, shape, or form guaranteed over 50,000 hands. Even over 100,000 hands, you can have a significantly winning player who actually has a downswing over that 100,000 hands. That's really, really important to understand at the end of the day. And if you're like, no, that can't possibly be true, definitely make sure to poke around with the link I'll leave in the description box for Prime Dope, and you can use their poker variance calculator. And I definitely suggest poking around with this a little bit. Maybe throw in a win rate of 4 BB per 100. You can use the examples for standard deviation. I'm just going to use 90 for the time being over 100,000 hands and calculate it. And you notice that when you scroll down, right, this person's roughly break even, a couple people that are fairly break even over 100,000 hands. Even though pretty decent winner, this person is having a really rough time of it. I mean, if you look down below at the overall numbers, probability of loss, even for someone winning 4 BB per 100, is still 8% over 100,000 hands. That's probably a little bit higher than you thought. So in terms of more reliable accuracy when it comes to win rate and good sample size, you'd really be looking for something closer to 300,000 hands. But here's the kicker. If you're someone who doesn't put in a tremendous amount of high volume right this moment, how long it will take you to get to 300,000 hands is probably a very, very long time. And here's the other problem. How long it takes, let's just say it takes you 2 years to play 300,000 hands. And if you're a live player, I'm just going to be totally honest with you, you're never going to hit 300,000 hands. It's just not going to happen for like 99.999999999999999% of live players. But so the issue is that over the time it takes you to get to 300,000 hands, chances are the game has changed, the player pool has changed, your skill set has changed, and as such, it's not really going to be that reflective anymore of what your quote true win rate actually is. So in other words, the answer to figuring out what your true win rate is that it's virtually impossible to know what your true win rate is in this game. But having said that, the good news is that precise win rates are not incredibly important, so don't bother chasing some specific win rate. If you have a positive win rate, if you feel pretty confident in the decisions you're making, if you can articulate your edges in your current player pool, that is plenty enough, and honestly, probably indicates that you're a winning player, or at least beating most of the people in most games, especially if you're not playing particularly high. So if you suspect you have a positive win rate and also have a bankroll that supports the next level, definitely make sure to start taking shots now if you aren't already. In fact, I'm going to leave you a great video right up there. Go watch that now and I'll talk all about how to take shots properly. And trust me, if you're playing micro or really small games right this moment, that's going to be a very important watch. Go watch it now, go enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Good luck out there and happy grinding.